Alright, hey guys, it's FaZe here, and today I'll be showing you how to make a fan bar so that you can use for forms and stuff to put in your signature using Adobe Photoshop CS4. Alright, to start things off, you're going to need to make a new project. Make it 3 pixels width and 3 pixels height, and then start it up. And then it'd be really small like this, so if you're on a Mac, hold Command plus. But I'm using a Windows right now, so I'm using Ctrl plus just to zoom in to 3200%. And now what you need to do, hold down the brush tool and then make it a pencil. So all you have to do is hold it, click, and then it'd be pencil. And then if you get something like a weird brush shape like this, it's just because it's too big, so just make it all the way down to 1. And then what you need to do is click in the middle, or click top left corner, in the middle, and the bottom right. And then once you got that done, go up to edit, go to define pattern, and then it doesn't matter what you name it because it's really not going to show up. And then hit OK. Well, I'm not going to hit OK right now because I already have this pattern, so I'm just going to hit cancel. And then you can save it, whatever. I just close it because you already have it as a pattern. And yeah. And then now open up a new project. Hit CTRLN or whatever. And then make it 350 by 16. That should be good. If you don't like it, you can always hit Ctrl Alt C. That's edit the canvas size. Change this to pixels and make it 19. I always think that looks better. I don't know why. And then now, change on your colors, change the white to like any color you want, but make sure black is your secondary color. Or actually, it doesn't even have to be black. It's any 2 colors that fits you. I'm gonna make it red and black for now. And then get out your gradient tool. Hold down on the paint bucket, and then it should be gradient tool. And right now, you see how it's like red and then goes to transparent. You want to make it red and then fade to black. And then now how you see it's like highlighted on the circle gradient, make sure it's on the linear gradient. And then while holding shift, click right down the center. And then you want to go down like 2 millimeters off your project and then click. And that should be good. Then you want to make a new layer by hitting Ctrl Shift N. Or if your Photoshop's messed up or computer slow, just go down and hit that icon right there. Create new layer. I accidentally made 2. And then take your brush tool. I'm just doing cheap way right now. Take your brush tool. Make this back to black and white by hitting D and then X. Make your brush bigger by hitting the right bracket or just going up here and shifting the meter. And then color all around. Color all white. And then you're probably thinking like, oh, you're ruining the fan bar, but just watch. Now double click on the layer that you just colored white. Click on stroke. Take this down to 1. I'd put it as 1. Make sure this is all color, opacity 100%. Then put position on the inside so you can see the border right there. Hit OK. And then now, so you can see the border but not the white, you want to go down to your color change tool and then go to multiply, and then you have your border and you have the gradient. And then now what you want to do is with that pattern that you just made, you're gonna click, it's 2 to the left of the new layer tool, the little half black half white circle, and then click on pattern. I have all these funky patterns, but it should be right here, the three squares. And then make sure the scale's at 100%, link with layer, and yeah, and hit OK. So you see it has the scan bars now. And then what you want to do is take a font. Take any font, it doesn't really matter, one that looks good for you. Make sure it's at 12, because remember your height's 19. You don't want to take up the whole thing. click right here and then write anything you want. I'm just going to put Gearsopedia. Alright, that's good. And if that's too hard to see, which it kind of is, you want to highlight it, make it white. Yeah, just even if it's not hard to see, make it white. Double click on the text that you just made. Click on stroke and then put that down to 1 or 2, doesn't really matter. And then this isn't really necessary, but it helps it look good. You're going to need the Gears of War, since Gearsopedia is a Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2 based website. I'm going to use the Gears of War Omen. So right now I'm going to hit CTRL-O to open. I'm going to go down to a renders folder I made. I'm going to find the Gears of War Omen render. I'm going to click it. I'm going to open it. And then once this gets open, I'm going to add it on. I'm going to add it on to the fan bar, just so it's not like blank everywhere and pale and boring. So right now I'm going to put it under everything, so it's not that noticeable. And you're probably looking or thinking that this looks really stupid like this. So I'm going to go to filter, brush strokes. I'm going to go to dark strokes, and then it should look like that, and it should look way better. See, it's black now. There's other ways that you can make it black, but I like that way because it's cheap and it's faster. It's alright. And if you think this looks weird in a way, there's always, you can make it overlay by going to layers mode and clicking overlay. It really doesn't change as much, but I guess if that looks good to you, go ahead and be my guest. And then I'm going to exit out of this. Right now, if you want to make your fan bar 3D, you're going to need to edit the canvas size. But make sure your background is set to transparent, or this won't work. I'll tell you what I mean in a second. So, or go to image, canvas size, and then what you want to do is change the height that is 19 now, make that 60, and then open it up. But then you see like the pattern and everything is all funky and stuff. So first click on that Gears of War Omen, then go to your rectangle marquee tool. It should be right under your movement tool, and then highlight the colored fan bar, like what you want, and then yeah, once it's highlighted, go up to select, go to inverse, and then on your keyboard hit backspace. Or if for some reason you can't do that, just go up to edit and hit cut. It doesn't really make a difference. And then you want to do the same thing for your pattern fill. So you highlight this, your fan bar, go to select, go to inverse, and then delete. But then this message will pop up like cannot complete your request, yada yada yada. So what you have to do is right click on the pattern, hit rasterize layer. So now it's pretty much like an image, and then you can hit delete, or if that doesn't work, you can also hit cut. So that should be good. You wanna, if you want to like pop out, just click on the gradient fan bar, and then hit drop shadow. I guess it looks better in a way. And then I want to make it like 3D, or have a pop out fan bar so it doesn't look that stupid. So I'm gonna look for something in my renders to help it like stand out. Definitely not gonna use Kid Cudi. Alright, here, I'll use Baird with the torque bow. Yeah, this is just, I guess it wasn't a really good made render. So if you ever get an image like this or it's all white, just use your magic